Hello, YouTube audience. Doing video right now to talk about how everything's coming together on the planet, the change in human consciousness. Many people are calling for revolutions. Within that spirit and totally up for the world becoming a better place and the infrastructure and systems to be a lot more beautiful than they are now. I really don't know exactly what the end game is going to be, i.e. how the entire government is going to transform, what's going to happen at the end of it, after you reach a breaking point, all of that stuff, the defense system. Not really sure. I'm more about the cornerstone of it being that we will change it, and that's known. And knowing that we will change it is really what I think is something to realize, because once we know that it's going to change for sure, then that means we're going to be thinking about it, and we can think about it collectively and wait until we have it 100% right. If we know that we will change it, then we can have all the best minds thinking about it, and everybody's mind thinking about it when we want to think about it. I agree that it's not something to take unseriously. It's actually something to take kind of serious, because there's been such a grip on our people via the system for so long, and really we're saying we're going to change it in a few years. Are there groups and councils of wise people who are psychically influencing the system based on the actions that they do, and they know that they're doing this? And since they're wiser than the government, then they're influencing some kind of weird gradual change over time? Is it like the Shangri-La or the Shembal Pool, the great white brotherhood of enlightened masters influencing us subtly with their subtle energies all the time and guiding the change in government to happen in a non-violent and pure way? I'm not really sure. It's strange what the catalysts have been so far, and I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen next. I'm along for the ride, and we'll see what happens. Really, if you're on Earth right now, you're along for the ride. Some people aren't in it fully. Some people just want to be there for a little bit, but some people want to see the whole thing. And whoever you are, it's fine. You're totally honored and accepted by God, and you're definitely honored and accepted by those enlightened beings who do exist. And the councils. We might not exactly know where they are. Maybe in the Himalayas or something there's some more people. Maybe in America there's secret meetings. I'm not really talking about the Freemasons. I'm talking about real people like this that actually live full lives that are higher than the government. And this is kind of where my thoughts are going, but I don't know exactly what is going to happen on a head level basis. If I did, I'd tell you, hell, maybe we'll just abandon the governments and kind of live separately from everything, and then they won't get any power from anyone. I don't know if that's really an articulate theory, but I'll just flick that in because it's a possibility. Eventually, maybe the governments will transform into these councils, because as people get smarter and smarter, they'll know already who the smarter ones are. It'll be almost like a pure form of everything going on, like the Indian Native American councils. I don't want to say too much right now, but as far as where the end game of all this is going, it's hard to discern totally, and our souls definitely mask us from what's going on, so we'll be surprised or whatever, or we'll live the light in a certain way and see the intelligence in a certain way, or we'll feel life in a certain way. Not one of the people who really say that they don't know everything. I'm one of the people who say we know everything and we're expressing it, but we always don't know it from the head level, and we might be expressing it by walking a certain way. It's like a truth you feel that's deep, but you're also ready for your brain to be surprised by finally making that last connection that you've been waiting for, or for the veil to be lifted on a certain thing so you can enjoy how it came together. And it's like, oh yeah, I really did know it all along, yet I didn't. It's one of the paradoxes of living in this world. It's why some people are always asking how and why. Because they want those veils to be lifted by their ego instead of letting it come in the appropriate time. Anyways, if you have any insight onto what you think the end game of all of these governments and secret governments, the mass collective finally embracing the truth about 9/11, and that the governments have deceived them, etc., then please let me know. Because honestly, a lot of people don't even think that false flags are real, even though the government says that they're real. Such as the Gulf of Tonkin, I'm sure that the government has admitted that's a false flag. And there are other events too on the public record that it's admitted that they're false flags. So there you go. I don't want to get all Hunger Games on everyone. So I'll see if anyone wants to put in their 2 cents about how this is all gonna change for a more enlightened / intelligent race who honors life above desires.